Hello, and welcome to another video. I want to yap about the books that I have read in January and want to read in February. So, let's go, because I have a lot to talk about. I have finished 10 books in January. I have no idea how that happens, in all honesty, because I was studying and I don't know. Apparently, I had a lot of fun reading even while studying, so let's see what I think about the books. I know what I think, but I just want to present my thoughts. The first book of the year was Gilded Cage by Lynette Noni, and I have read it on my Kindle. And it was a 5-star, and yet again I started the book with a 5-star read, which is, in all honesty, insane. I just really fell in love with the Prison Healer fandom and the book series. It's insanely good, and I definitely want to read more by Lynette Noni. And yeah, I really liked Kiva. Didn't like Zulika all that much. I mean, come on. Yeah, but I really liked Kiva. I liked Jaren, and I was just so happy to see that literally every single person interested me in this book, because when I read Wonder Window this wasn't the case, but I don't know, I think the Prison Healer is just more my type, and I really had a lot of fun with it, and that was my first book. I think it was a really great way to kick off the year. My second book was also on my Kindle. I have read a lot on my Kindle this month. That was Tough Guy by Rachel Reed, and it was a 4.25 star. And I really enjoy Rachel Reed's hockey romances. I think literally all of them are so nice in their own way, and I really enjoyed Tough Guy. I loved how the characters were portrayed and how different they were, and I don't know, I just really love the Game Changers universe, and you'll definitely see that in the next few books that I'm going to discuss as well. And now onto the next book that I have read, which was also on my Kindle. It was Blood Traitor by Lynette Noni, the last book in the Prison Healer series. That was a 4.5 star read. That was a book that I have binged very fast and had a lot of fun with it. I really liked this book, and in some ways it also hurt my feelings. Some scenes were literally, wow, I loved them. I loved them. The Blood Traitor is really such a good book. I think the series as a whole is just so good, and I don't know, I would love to read more of this universe, even if it isn't with Kiva and Jaren as the main focus. So I'm all in for everything in the Blood Traitor universe. I still need to read Jaren's POVs, because I think there are a few chapters online, so I really want to read those. But yeah, like I said, I just had a lot of fun with this fantasy series, and what can I say? I'm reading fantasy again and enjoying it, so I'm very happy about that. The next book that I have finished was Full Measures by Rebecca Yarros. I got gifted the entire series, and yeah, well, I thought I could start this series. The thing is, it's an old book. I know that. it's an old book, and the first, I don't know, 100 pages, okay, were quite nice. But the more I read it, the more I started to dislike it, and it was a 2.5 star. I'm just not clicking with this book, and now I'm afraid to read the rest of the series, but I am going to read the rest of the series because they're right there. So I don't know how to proceed with that. This was a very old book, like it was over 10 years ago, and I don't know. It was like a teenage movie with cliches, which kind of were, well, unnecessary for me. The thing is, I love Rebecca Yarros's fantasy and her newer romances as well, so I definitely can see how she improved. Like, wow. But the thing is, maybe she will improve there too, so I am going to try it. I have no idea how many books I'm going to read of the series, because it is a series. No idea, but I finished this book. And then I tried to read another book on my Kindle, which was this Woven Kingdom, but I only got 24% into it and decided to DNF it. It was my second attempt to read this book. I think it's just not for me. The prose is pretty. It is definitely pretty, and I think the story and the characters are nice as well, but what was his name? Cameron or something? He annoyed me. And I don't know, I just couldn't get into it as much as I'd liked, and it's okay. I'm just not going to try again with this Woven Kingdom, and that's fine. So that was also my first DNF in this year. The next book that I have finished was also on my Kindle, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This was a book that I have mentioned in my series DNF video a few months ago. I decided to start this book again because I was like, I kind of do want to read this book because I wanted to read Sunrise on the Reaping as well, and I thought it was just stupid if I would only read Sunrise on the Reaping and not The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. So I read that and I actually finished it, and it was a plain 4-star. I enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it. I think just Snow's beef with wildlife was so funny to me. Like, this dude had a lot of issues, and it was so interesting to see that so many of his traits and characteristics were always there, but just enhanced with time. Quite enhanced with time. It's insane. Snow's insane. So it was a really, really good book. And in all honesty, Sejanus, my boy. Sejanus, my boy. So, everyone who has read this book is going to know what I want to say and what I'm feeling. Sejanus, my boy. I love him. I love Sejanus, and it was, in all honesty, so interesting. I have no idea why I have waited so long to finish this book. But I have finished it now, so we can applaud to that. The next book, because there are so many. It was also on my Kindle, what can I say? It was Common Goal by Rachel Reed, another book in the Game Changers universe, and it was a 3.5 star. I quite enjoyed it. It was nice. But I just liked Tough Guy and Heated Rivalry better than this one, but it was still enjoyable. I still binged it, in all honesty. I think Rachel Reed's writing and her characters and everything is just so bingeable. It's just so easy to read, and now I'm like, oh, a Rachel Reed book. I'm going to read that. In all honesty, I have no idea if she has written anything else, but I am going to check, because once I'm done with Game Changers, I need something. And like I said, I enjoy all of her characters because I really think she has such a nice way to write them. It was always so nice to see how some characters also pop in and out of books, and it really is just such a mini universe that I just like very much, and I think that I will reread the entire series someday, because I think that I could enjoy all of them even more once I don't know everything. And I think the connections in between the books are so great, because I was like, oh yeah, oh my god, I remember that. So she is doing such a great job at that, and yeah, I definitely enjoyed Come and Go as well. And now onto the next book that I have also read on my Kindle. I finished Sunrise on the Reaping. I did say that I wanted to read this book, and I did. It was a 5-star read. For me, it's the best book in the Hunger Games universe. I cried because of this book. It was kind of insane sometimes, and I think this book gave me one of my absolute favorite characters, Maisie Donna. I love Maisie, and I have a lot of feelings, and I just know when I'm going to reread this book, because I will cry again. Because even everything with Lenore and all the other stuff, it was this book was insanely heartbreaking in so many different ways. And sometimes when I thought, oh yeah, it's not going to get worse, shouldn't have said that. But it was so interesting to see how the games changed with time, because I have read The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes before that, and it was a great idea to do that. I think I wouldn't have enjoyed Sunrise and the Reaping as much as I did if I did it otherwise, and I'm so happy that I have finished all of the Hunger Games books that are published so far. For now, I am checking the series as done, as finished. If there someday is going to be another book, I will read it. But for now, I'm going to just say, yeah, I finished a series. And yay, I finished a series. With The Prison Healer and Hunger Games, I finished 2 series then this month, which is insane. But yeah, Sunrise on the Reaping was probably also the best book I've read this month. No doubt about that. It was insane. Maisie, I love Maisie. I love Maisie, and I'm so going to enjoy this movie. And I'm also going to suffer because of this movie, so I'm so happy. I'm so happy that the movie is going to come out this year. I think so. Okay, but on to the next book, which was also my Kindle. It was Defy the Night by, wait a minute, I think Bridget Camera, I think. It was another fantasy and I quite enjoyed it. It was a plain 4-star rating. I did quite enjoy the characters and there was a twist I didn't see coming. I did not see that coming. But I think it was just really enjoyable. It was a really readable writing as well, just like with here the prison healer and like Rachel Reed. It was just as readable as that. I thought it was a good book. I enjoyed reading it and I am going to finish it sometime this year. But I am in no rush to do so. I do like it, but I'm not that eager to continue it right now. So maybe I'm going to leave it as I want fantasy and I want something that I already know and that I know the writing is nice and everything, but don't want to commit to anything else right now or something like that. I think Tessa, I like Tessa as a character and I am so excited to see where everything with Tessa is going to go, because I think she's the character that I enjoy the most in the Fighter Night so far. And I am interested to see where all of the story is going to go, because so far there are quite a few ways all of this could go down, so I am excited to see that. But it's not my priority to read it right now, so that's that. But I do want to continue this series sometime this year, which I will do. Now on to the next book. Also on my Kindle, but like I said, I have read a lot on my Kindle. This was a Role Model by Rachel Reed. Like I said, I like the Game Changer series and this was another book and it was a 4-star rating. I have enjoyed this one quite a lot. I think it was really good in all honesty. Maybe I could even do a 4.25 or something, because I think I enjoyed it just as much as Tough Guy. I really liked Harris. I think Harris was such a cutie and both of the characters was so cute in all honesty, even though I have forgotten his name. The other dude, whose name I don't know, the other main character, I liked him as well because it was so interesting to see what he thinks, and and like I said, the connections in between these books is just so good, so insane, and I love the way Ilya is in every book. And there's a cat scratching on my door, but I cannot let you in right now because I'm filming, so I'm sorry for that. No. I'm talking in English even though he does not understand that. I'm so sorry. I'm finished soon. It's okay. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed Role Model, and I think I don't have a lot to say about it because it was just a nice time. It was just such a nice time, such a good book. I think all of Rachel Reed's books are just that. They're just good, bingeable, readable, enjoyable, nice characters that I can understand why they act like they do. And I think in role model it was especially interesting to see how not Harris but the other guy whose name I just don't know right now, how he did change to the better, because in other books he was seen as well, and just how he changed was so nice to see, because in other books he was kind of an ass, and here we saw that he is not, in all honesty. Like, he has some things that could be described as, yeah, that's not nice, but he is working on himself, and I think it was just so nice to see that. And I love things like that, and I'm definitely happy to be reading this series, so that's that. To the last book that I have finished in January, which was also on my Kindle, but this one is a little bit special because it was my first ARC ever, and it was also a 5-star, so I'm so excited about that. It was Extracurricular by Rachel and Solomon. I have posted my review on NetGalley and on Instagram, and I'm just so happy because, I don't know, I think it was such a nice experience to read an ARC, and I had a lot of fun with it. I think the romance between Ramona and Nick was so wholesome, in all honesty, and some of both of their struggles I just related so much to that I'm still thinking about it. Even though I'm reading something else now, and I'm just, I don't know, I really like this book. And I think Reginald Solomon just does such a good book at writing romance and writing intimacy and personal struggles, and I think there's just such a nice character arc and development as well for both of the characters, and I think these characters together are just really better together than when they're apart, and I just think that this book is so insanely good. I can't believe that I got to read this as an arc. Like, it's going to be released in a few months, but I have already read this book, and this, I don't know, my brain cannot. I cannot. It's just so insanely good. It is so good. Because there was so many things that I just liked. I liked that she had a cat. I liked her friendships, and that she basically rediscovered a friendship. And I think these are such important topics as well. But I also, well, cried a little because of one topic. Well, two. The relationship to their families and how different they are, and, well, some of Ramona's personal experiences were also really, I related very much, and I know exactly how she felt, so I don't know, it was really nice to feel seen in that way as well, because I think topics like that should always find some kind of representation, and I'm so happy to have read this, and yeah, I just really like Extracurricular, and not just because I had it as an arc, I just really like Rachel and Solomon. In general, I think her books are so nice. I just enjoyed this one very much, and I am so excited to see what else she's going to come up with, because I do know that she is writing a Friends to Lovers book, which I am personally so excited about. You cannot know, because I love it so much, and I am so excited about this. And I don't know, I just had a lot of fun with Extracurricular. But this was my whole month, and I have yet so much, it's insane. And yeah, but I had a lot of books to talk about, so I guess that's okay. But the thing is, I haven't yet all that much. It's still a lot of time, so I just want to present my February TBR. My February TBR consists of Fake Skating by Lynn Painter, because I am already in my hockey romance era, so I can read this book as well. I got this as a gift for Christmas, and I'm so happy about this. I'm so excited, because it's also a childhood friends to lovers in between enemies kind of rivals stuff, and I'm just so excited about this. I love hockey romances, I love friends to lovers, and it's YA by Lynn Painter, and for me, I like her YA books more than her adult ones. The last adult one that I've read by Lynn Painter, I have DNF'd, so I am kind of nervous, I don't know why, to read another book, but I know that I'm going to enjoy her YA books more than her adult books, so I'm excited about Fake Skating, even though I'm kind of nervous about it too, because I have DNF'd the last one. But I don't know, that's just a little thing in my brain that I just need to get over by starting to read this book, which I will do this month, hopefully. And then the next book that I want to read is The Long Game by Rachel Reed, to finish the to get caught up with the Game Changers universe, because a new book is going to come out, Unrivaled, in a few months, and I'm so excited about that as well. And I really am excited about The Long Game, because I am currently reading it already when you see this, and I need to read a little bit more today. I'm just already excited about this book, and I just love Ilya and Shane, so I know I'm going to enjoy this. So that's that. And the last book on my TBR is The Wealth Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. It's not going to be a set thing on my TBR, because I'm going to do it as a companion read, so you may see this in my next TBR as well, because I have no idea how much I'm going to read this month, but I just wanted to say that I am going to start this one, but as a companion read. I have yapped a lot, you have listened a little bit, so you can tell me how your reading year started, because I am interested in that, because I had a great start and maybe you had too. But for now, I want to say bye-bye, because I have yet so much.